Hi, good morning and welcome to our online YouTube classes for BSc 5th semester. In last class, we discussed about the generalized coordinates. In generalized coordinates, we studied about the generalized acceleration, generalized force, generalized velocity, generalized displacement, and generalized potential and generalized kinetic energy. In this class, I am going to discuss about the D'Alembert's principle. It is important for 5 marks for the examination. State and explain the D'Alembert's principle. Statement of this D'Alembert's principle is, this principle states that the particle in the system will be in equilibrium under a force equal to actual force plus a reversal force, that is minus pi dot. This dot means this is a rate of change of this pi with respect to time, means dp divided by dt. This is the statement of D'Alembert's principle, that is written as summation over I is equal to 1 to n fi minus pi dot into delta Ri is equal to 0. This delta Ri is the virtual displacement. Next we go for the explanation of this D'Alembert's principle. First, let us consider a system of particles, one system of particles, and this system of particles has a large number of teeny particles. According to Newton's second law of motion, we know that the Newton's second law of motion is the rate of change of the momentum with respect to time is given by the force, actual force applied on the system of particles. Then the force acting on this ith particle of the system of the particle is given by Fi is equal to the rate of change of the momentum of that particle, dp divided by dt. Here pi is the momentum. This dp divided by dt we can also written as pi dot. Fi is equal to pi dot. Take this pi dot on LHS side. Fi minus pi dot is equal to 0. This ith particle where I is equal to 1, 2 up to n. Let this system of particle has a small displacement, that is, let delta Ri be the small displacement. We can say that small displacement is the virtual displacement. Therefore, for the system of particle, for a small virtual displacement is given by summation, by taking the summation I is equal to 1 to n Fi minus pi dot delta Ri is equal to 0. But this resultant force Fi is the made up of two type of the forces. One is applied force and another one is the forces of constraints. This Fi is the applied force and this Fi is the forces of constraints. Then this equation 1 can be written as summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi applied force plus small fi minus pi dot into delta Ri is equal to 0. Split this equation. Summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi a minus pi dot into delta Ri plus summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi into delta Ri is equal to 0. Take this as the equation number 2. Again we restrict ourselves to the system for which virtual work of the constant is 0. Then that is equal summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi delta Ri is equal to 0. Here in equation 2 this term becomes 0. Then this equation 2 becomes summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi applied force minus pi dot. This is the reversed effective force into delta Ri is equal to 0. This equation is known as the D'Alembert's principle. As I say, the statements of this D'Alembert's principle is the particle in the system will be equilibrium under a force equal to this reversed effective force. Since the forces of constants do not appear in the equation, hence we can draft the superscript A, that is applied force, we can draft superscript A, and this D'Alembert's principle may be written as summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi minus Pi dot into delta Ri is equal to 0. This is the D'Alembert's principle explanation. It may be asked for 5 marks. State and explain the D'Alembert's principle. Next we go for the Lagrange's equation. Now we study the Lagrange's equations from D'Alembert's principle. Lagrange's equation means we derive the Lagrange's equation of motion from D'Alembert's principle in terms of the generalized coordinates. Lagrange's equations are the equations of motion in which the equations of motions are in the generalized coordinates. This Lagrange's equation is derived from D'Alembert's principle. It is 10 marks question. Derive an equation of motion, Lagrange's equation of motion from D'Alembert's principle. First, we have to consider a system of n particles. The transformation equation for the position vector of the particles in terms of the generalized coordinates, this q1, q2 up to qn is the set of the generalized coordinates or set of new coordinates from the Cartesian coordinates. We can write the transformation equation for the position vectors of the particles are Ri bar. Bar means this is the vector quantity. I can take Ri bar is equal to Ri bar of q1, q2 up to qk and up to qn, comma t. Take this equation number 1. Here t is the time and qk is, when we put k is equal to 1, 2, 3 and up to n, this is the generalized coordinates. Qk are the generalized coordinates. Now differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to time. By using Euler's theorem, we can differentiate this equation number 1 with respect to time. We obtain the velocity of the earth particle. When we differentiate the position vector with respect to time, we get the velocity of earth particle. Then differentiation of this one by Euler's theorem, dRi by dt is equal to partial derivatives dou Ri by dou q1, dou Ri by dou q1 into dq1 by dt plus dou Ri by dou q2 into dq2 by dt plus up to dou Ri by dou qk into dqk by dt plus for the nth term dou Ri by dou qn into dqn by dt. For this time derivatives, dou Ri by dou t into dt by dt. Dt by dt get cancelled each other. Only we have dou Ri by dou t. This is the velocity of earth particle. We can write this Ri dot is the Vi. Velocity of earth particle Vi is equal to Ri dot is equal to summation over k is equal to 1 to n. We can take here n is a small. Then dou Ri by dou qk into this dq by dt is the, we can write qk dot plus dou Ri by dou t. Take this equation number 2 where this qk dot are the generalized velocity. Now we know that the virtual displacement is given by, the virtual displacement of the system of particle is given by delta Ri bar is equal to dou Ri by dou Q1 into delta Q1 plus dou Ri by dou Q2 into delta Q2 plus up to dou Ri by dou Qk into delta Qk plus dou Ri by dou Qn into delta Qn. Next, for taking the summation, this expression we can write delta Ri is equal to summation k is equal to 1 to n dou Ri by dou Qk into delta Qk. Take this equation number 3. Since here we cannot take the time derivative, because by the definition of the virtual displacement, the virtual displacement of the system of particles do not depend on the time. That's why we can't take the time derivative. Simply we can take the delta Ri bar is equal to summation k is equal to 1 to n dou Ri by dou Qk delta Qk. Next, according to D'Alembert's principle, we know that the D'Alembert's principle, that is summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi minus Pi dot into delta Ri is equal to 0. Take this is equation number 4. Split this equation, multiply this Fi with this delta Ri one term and multiply this Pi dot with delta Ri another term, and split this equation. Summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi into delta Ri minus summation over this summation is for two terms, both terms. That's a summation over I is equal to 1 to n Pi dot into delta Ri is equal to 0. And taking this part on RHS side, then we can write summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi into delta Ri is equal to summation over I is equal to 1 to n Pi dot into delta Ri. This is taken as the equation number 5. Now consider this term summation over, first we solve this summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi delta Ri. Hence we can consider this term summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi delta Ri is equal to summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi as it is. We know this delta Ri, that is virtual displacement, from I already taken as the equation number, that is equation number 3. Equation number 3 is the virtual displacement. Hence we can put this value here, delta Ri. This is written summation over I is equal k is equal to 1 to n and summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi as it is. This value delta Ri value is dou Ri by dou Qk into delta Qk. Take the summation k is equal to 1 to n and summation I is equal to 1 to n Fi into dou Ri by dou Qk close bracket delta Qk. Here we write this equation is equal to summation over k is equal to 1 to n Gk. In place of this Fi, dou Ri by dou Qk is taken as the Gk, capital Gk, and dou and delta Qk as it is. Take this equation number 6. Here this Gk is equal to summation over I is equal to 1 to n Fi into dou Ri by dou Qk. This is the component of generalized force. This Gk is the component of generalized force. For conservative system, this force is given by the derivable from scalar potential, that is Fi is equal to minus gradient of phi, because phi is the potential energy of the system. This Fi is equal to, we can write this one is minus dou v by dou Ri. Then gk is equal to summation over I1 to n fi dou ri by dou qk is equal to minus summation dou v by dou ri into dou ri by dou qk. This dou ri get cancelled. We have only gk is equal to minus dou v by dou qk. Take this equation number 7. This is equation number 6 is for solution of this summation over fi delta ri. Now we can derive this summation over I is equal to 1 to n pi dot into delta ri. Now consider summation over I is equal to 1 to n pi dot into delta ri is equal to summation over I is equal to 1 to n mi ri double dot. Pi means we know that the momentum formula P is equal to mv. Here velocity is the rate of change of the position vector with respect to time, that is ri dot. Already one dot is there, that's why we can take the double derivative ri double dot. It means dv by dt into summation k is equal to 1 to n dou ri by dou qk into delta qk. This is the virtual displacement. We know from equation number, virtual displacement is from equation number 3. We know that this is virtual displacement. Then summation over I is equal to 1 to n pi dot into delta ri as it is equal to this term. Take summation k is equal to 1 to n and open bracket summation I is equal to 1 to n mi ri double dot into dou ri by dou qk, complete the bracket, into delta qk. Take this one is equation number 8. Now from equation number 8, now consider summation I is equal to 1 to n mi ri double dot dou ri by dou qk. This is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n d by dt of mi ri dot into dou ri by dou qk minus mi ri dot into d by dt of dou ri by dou qk. We can write this term differentiation mi ri double dot into dou ri by dou qk is equal to this one. And now second term d by dt of dou ri by dou qk is equal to, take dou by dou qk outside and d by dt inside, dou by dou qk bracket dri by dt. This is equal to dou dri by dt means it is the velocity component. That's why we can write dou v by dou qk. And next dou ri by dou qk is equal to dou v by dou qk dot. Therefore this equation taken as the 9, equation 9 becomes summation I is equal to 1 to n mi ri double dot dou ri by dou qk is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n d by dt mi. And this ri dot we can write the velocity component pi into dou ri by dou qk means dou v by dou qk dot minus mi as it is ri dot is the vi into this differentiation d by dt of dou ri by dou qk is dou v by dou qk dot, dou v by dou qk. Next this one delta qk is multiply and substitute this value in equation number 8. We have the equation number 8 is summation I is equal to 1 to n pi dot delta ri. We get after substitution summation k is equal to 1 to n and another sum I is equal to 1 to capital N d by dt mi into Vi into dou Vi by dou Qk dot minus mi Vi dou V by dou Qk into delta Qk. And this equation can be written as summation k is equal to 1 to n, take outside bracket d by dt of dou by dou Qk dot, dou by dou Qk dot take outside, summation I is equal to 1 to n 1 by 2 mi Vi into Vi. This one is Vi, this one is Vi, Vi into Vi 1 by 2 mi Vi is Vi square minus dou by dou Qk outside, summation I is equal to 1 to n 1 by 2 mi Vi into Vi. This one is 1 by 2. After we differentiate, cancel, this is a square, 2 and 2 get cancelled. Same, after differentiation of this we get this equation. That's why we can take 1 by 2 mi Vi into delta Qk. Now summation I is equal to 1 to n Pi dot into delta I is equal to summation k is equal to 1 to n bracket d by dt of dou capital T by dou Qk dot minus dou T by dou Qk into delta Qk. Take this equation number 10. Here this capital T means summation half mi Vi dot Vi means half mv square as the kinetic energy of the system. Now substitute this summation I is equal to 1 to n Fi into delta Ri from equation number 6 and summation I is equal to 1 to n Pi dot delta Ri from equation number 10. In equation number 5 we have equation number 5 is, that is equation number 5, summation I is equal to 1 to n Fi delta Ri is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n Pi dot delta Ri. Substitute that those values in this equation number 5. After substitution we get summation k is equal to 1 to n gk delta Qk is equal to summation k is equal to 1 to n d by dt of dou T by dou Qk dot minus dou T by dou Qk into delta Qk, and summation k is equal to 1 to n d by dt of dou T by dou Qk dot minus dou T by dou Qk into delta Qk minus, take this side on RHS side, minus gk dou Qk by dou Qk. Sorry, this one only gk into dou Qk. Next we can take this delta Qk as the common term. Next we can write here d by dt of dou T by dou Qk dot minus dou T by dou Qk minus gk is equal to 0. Next d by dt of dou T by dou Qk dot minus dou T by dou Qk is equal to gk. Take this is equation number 11. This is the general form of Lagrange's equation. From equation 7 we already know that gk value, gk is equal to minus dou V by dou Qk. Substitute this gk value in above equation 11. Then d by dt of dou T by dou Qk dot minus dou T by dou Qk is equal to minus dou V by dou Qk. Take this minus dou V by dou Qk on LHS side, we get d by dt of dou T by dou Qk dot minus dou T by dou Qk. This negative sign taking on LHS becomes positive, dou V by dou Qk is equal to 0. Next d by dt of dou T by dou Qk dot minus dou by dou Qk T minus V is equal to 0. Next d by dt of dou of T minus V by dou Qk dot minus dou T minus V by dou Qk. Here we can take t minus phi. It means phi is a scalar potential. It does not depend on this one generalized velocity. Hence there is no problem by taking this term. After differentiation, this term value becomes 0. That's why this scalar potential vanishes. We can take this phi. Now we define the new function that is given by capital L is equal to t minus phi. Then substitute this L is equal to t minus phi in above equation. We get d by dt of dou L by dou qk dot minus dou L by dou qk is equal to 0. For k is equal to, we can take 1, 2, 3 up to n. These equations are known as the Lagrange's equations. This equation 12 is known as Lagrange's equation. This is about the derivation of Lagrange's equation from D'Alembert's principle. And in this class, we studied the statement and explanation of D'Alembert's principle, that is for 5 marks, and Lagrange's equations of motion from D'Alembert's principle derivation, that is important for 10 marks. In this topic, these two concepts are very important. Thank you.